Hello, this is Bart with American Weathermakers, and today we're going to discuss changing the air filter on your furnace. And we got a real life situation here where it's a little tight space, maybe not as optimal as you'd like, but this may be your home. Maybe things are a little tight and a little difficult for you too. When you look at a furnace, the first thing you have to do is decide where is the filter. Generally speaking, if the furnace is located either in a basement or on an upper level, most of the times it's what's called an upflow application. In other words, the air moves through the furnace and goes straight up through the furnace. A real easy way to determine if yours is an upflow is turn the heat on, and if it gets warm above the furnace cabinet, then it's an upflow. And why that's important is if it's an upflow, that means the filter is in the bottom, or the air is going to get sucked into the bottom of the unit. Okay? If it's a downflow and you turn the heat on and the top doesn't get warm, then it's a downflow and the blower's in the top. So finding the blower kind of lets us know where we're going to find the filter, because the filter filters the air going into the blower. First thing we want to do, in this case we turn the heat on and it's warm on top. We know this is an upflow furnace. First thing we want to do, you want to find out how to turn the power off. Now in this situation you have somewhere going to the cabinet of the furnace, there's going to be electrical coming in, and a lot of furnaces just have a box on the side, but if you look around, there's going to be electrical. This gets a little complicated, but the switch is here. All right, you want to turn the switch off so that you're safe. So usually in the general vicinity, you'll find the switch, flip it off, and see if the running furnace then shuts off. If the running furnace is off when you flip the switch, well, then that's the right switch. All right, so on this unit, we're going to open up the bottom because we know the blower is in the bottom. And we turn these two knobs. Some furnaces, you have to lift the covers up. They're all a little bit different. But we know that here's the blower. And with some furnaces, you have the blower on the bottom, and the filter can either be inside with the blower, or it can be external to the furnace, and it could be on the side. And a lot of times there's a little slot over here. It could be on the side, and sometimes it's on the below the furnace, and it's on the bottom. So this one here has two little channels, front and back, that catch the filter. So we push it into the rear, which is spring-loaded, and slide it out. This filter is pretty dirty, just because it's very hard, and the particular customer didn't really know where the filter was at. It's hidden from view. So we have another filter here, and this is called the 1-inch pleated filter. They tend to catch more dirt and dust than those hairy, what's called floss filters. If you're going to go with a pleated filter, which is a 1-inch filter like this, a lot of them can be restrictive to airflow and really reduce the efficiency of your furnace. We would recommend, if you're going to use a 1-inch filter, to use the 3M Filtrete, the 300, the 400, or the 600. We also sell Space Guard filters, which are like 4 inches wide, and there's so much surface area they don't restrict the airflow much at all. Or you can use an electronic air cleaner. And you can find more information on our website. All right, so here we're going to stick with the 1-inch filter. And there's got to be something in the front and the back. The filter's got to be held securely. So you have to kind of, after you install your filter, make sure that it's being held securely. Now, it'll be very difficult for you to see this, but there's a little channel in the back with a little spring mechanism. And we would push this in, and you'd have to, this one's pretty easy to see. And it slips into a small channel, and then the spring in the back pushed it right back in. And there basically is how you change a filter. and we would put the cover back on, close our latches, and the last thing would be turning the switch back on. That concludes our discussion today.